I made a decision a couple of years ago that in the future I will only invest in reciprocal human relationships. Enough is enough, so to speak, of people who contacted me only when they needed something from me. Support for a relationship, professional sparring, help with moving or something similar. Otherwise, there was radio silence between us or the phone only worked in one direction when I contacted them. My needs and feelings, my joys and sorrows didn't matter. All that mattered was that I was available when the other person needed me. And when this need was met, I was figuratively speaking thrown into the trash bin like a used glove. I put up with this for a surprisingly long time, almost 5 decades. But I had already been taught and programmed for this at home. Although I made this decision a couple of years ago, the seed for the change was already planted 5 years earlier. It was then that I met my own narcissistic mother for the last time. For decades, I had put up with her sadistic traits and time after time got to know what the rage of a narcissist feels like. I had once again dared to stand against her or not try to please her enough. Giving a freezing cold shoulder and abandonment were her ways of punishing those who didn't dance to her tune. I still remember that autumn day like it was yesterday. Something inside me snapped and I said to myself, "This is enough. That was it. I'm not listening to that crap for a second more. I no longer give that person who always drags me down any power over me and my life. If the boundaries I have set are constantly violated, I can't do anything else but cut the connection completely." This final decision didn't even feel bad. In fact, on the contrary, it was relieving and empowering. No longer would I have to live on a mental roller coaster waiting for the ups followed by the downs. Downs that always and with 100% certainty would come. In that respect, narcissists are very predictable. Just when your sense of well-being becomes too good for them, it's time to pull the rug from under your feet. Our last confrontation was really the last. I haven't heard anything from her in 5 years and sure won't if I don't contact her myself. She has already rejected me so many times since I was a baby and child that I finally understood that if I want change, that change must come from me. And the only change that guarantees my own sanity and happiness is that I cut off all contact with her. When you play with a narcissist, and narcissists play all the time, all you can do is change the rules. As long as you play by their playbook, you will lose every set and game. But something good came out of this too. In addition to the fact that I escaped the influence of the narcissist, I started looking at my friendships with a critical eye. What were people's motives for contacting me and spending time with me? Did they contact me because they were interested in what's up with me? Or did they only get in touch when they needed something? Little by little, the blunt truth about many people began to emerge, even about some whom I had imagined to be good and close friends. What was the dynamics of our friendship? It was by no means reciprocal. The parties did not invest equally into the relationship. I noticed that it was me who was responsible for keeping the relationship alive, and if I didn't keep in touch, nothing was heard from the other direction. I realized that I was indeed very good and nice company when the other party needed me, otherwise not. Maybe it would be good for you too to take inventory of your friendship from time to time. Consider the following questions. Who do you hang out with and what are your motives? Is the communication and the dynamics of the relationship mutual? Do you feel that you get back what you put in? Is your experience with your friend mainly positive or negative? Do they only contact you when they need something? Will the relationship end if you are not the one who keeps kindling the fire? Of course, this does not mean that every friendship should be looked at with a magnifying glass and Excel tables made about how much each one contributes and brings into the relationship. Of course not. Good friendships are such that one sometimes needs the other more, and then, of course, more will be given. This is exactly what reciprocity is. But at the same time, it's good to think positively and critically about what you exactly get from each relationship. Do you only get the joy of giving, or do you feel that you are valued as a person and get the same amount back? Hi, my name is Christopher Norberg. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel where I produce weekly content on personal development. I hope you learned something new and useful from this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.